Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Tetcher, and welcome to another episode of Patch Notes Simplified, where we will be running down the patch notes for September 27th, 2016 for Heroes of the Storm live version. New map rotation. Much like the PTR, the live version of Heroes of the Storm will have a new map pool in all modes, which will now be Warhead Junction, Braxis Holdout, Towers of Doom, Dragonshire, Battlefield of Eternity, and Cursed Hollow. The only way to play the other battlegrounds will be to play in custom games. New hero, Zarya. If you want to see everything about her, you can jump to the official Heroes of the Storm YouTube channel and see the hero rundown for her. New battleground, Warhead Junction. Much like Zarya, you can head over to the official Heroes of the Storm YouTube channel and see their rundown of the map, as will be in this video here. Here's the title if you want to see it. Diablo has seen a price drop to 2,000 gold, and Muradin has seen a price drop to 4,000 gold. Braxis Holdout received damage changes, where all of the different Zerg units received damage increases, but the early and mid-game scaling has been slightly reduced. However, the scaling has been increased in the late game. So games in the late game, the Zerg Swarm will be way more powerful than it would have been otherwise, whereas they're going to be pretty much the same in the early and mid-game due to the overall damage increases. Alarak's Q got a mana reduction. Alarak's E received a buff to mana cost, damage, and width. Alarak's Counter-Strike had a damage increase and now gives Alarak unstoppable, so he can't be stunned. Alarak received some general talent changes, mostly focused around his E to reflect the new changes in his base kit, and hindered motion for his W also got the slow duration increase from 1.5 to 2 seconds. Chromie received buffs to her health and health regen. Why would you do this to me, Blizzard? They also buffed the range on her Q, the range on her W, and the range on Temporal Loop, however, has been decreased. At level 13, the range bonus that she would get from the Reaching Through Time talent has been reduced from 25 to 15. Gul'dan received buffs to all of his basic abilities and his trait. Echoed Corruption now requires 5 more heroes hit. The level 4 talent Health Funnel now refunds the entire cooldown of the Drain Life instead of just a 7-second reduction. Li Ming's Orb changes from the PTR have made it over to the live version, basically making it a bit more spammable, whereas it hits a little bit less in terms of radius than before. The Butcher's Furnace Blast got a cooldown reduction. Tychus got a health and health regen buff. Tychus now has Resistant for the entire duration of Commandeer Odin, reducing the damage he has taken by 25%. Vala got buffed in basically every build that wasn't her multi-shot build, so that she can actually play more than one build. Nazebo changes from the PTR made it over to the live version. Basically everything is changed. I will do a full video on that once it is fully released and I've had the chance to play it properly. But as you can see, literally everything is different now. Yay. Karazim got a new buff to his 6th Sense talent. Lily's level 16 talent Shake It Off got buffed. Malfurion got some changes to most of his abilities, his Q getting a bit more spammable with some slight differences to it, his E allowing him to stun from a little bit further away and a little bit quicker, and Innovate now lowers allies' cooldowns. It's going to be very interesting to see how well this works with some of the other abilities. Anub'arak got some health buffs. Chen got a full rework, basically changing every single thing about him and all of his talents. I will do a full video on this at some point, but right now it looks like he's turned into a backline assassin despite still being a tank. He does exceptionally well on the PTR, and it'll be curious to see how well he does on the live version, but you're going to take some getting used to him if you're used to playing the Chen of old. ETC got entirely reworked. I'm still not entirely sure if this rework is a buff or a nerf, but overall I'm willing to say maybe a little bit of both depending on what build you used to like to play. Bug fixes, but still nothing about the camera follow option, which is still crippling all kinds of esports and shows. So cheers for that one, Blizzard. And that's it. Those were your patch notes for September 27th, 2016. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see the patch notes in full, they will be linked in the description below. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.